Is Ripple's XRP a good investment for the future? And in today's video, we are going to go in detail, in depth regarding this. Not only that, we have a massive giveaway today, so stay tuned. Hello guys, this is Farhan Hussein and welcome back to another video. In my previous video, I mentioned that I was going to be doing a big giveaway. Well, this is it. I'm going to be giving away 500 XRP, which can be worth a lot more in the future. And if you want to win this 500 XRP, you have to do some very simple steps. Number one, hit that subscribe button below if you're not already subscribed to my channel. Number two, give this video a like. And third, let me know in the comment section below whether you think XRP is going to be a good investment in the future or not. Since I'm going to be picking a winner at random, whether you like it or dislike XRP, it's not really going to affect the outcome. So just let me know what you think about the future of XRP in the comment section below. I'm really interested in knowing that. Once you're done with the steps of entering into giveaway, which you definitely should because it's literally free money, let's go on with the video. This video is kind of aimed for people who are kind of new into the world of cryptocurrency, as well as people who are new to Ripple's XRP. So I'm going to be talking a bit about kind of a history and a bit of background. But if you already know all of this, then I suggest that you can skip to the section which you want. I'm going to be providing timestamp here as well as in the description box below, so you can check it out yourself. But after the background and that is done, I think if you have already invested in XRP or if you're planning to invest in XRP, I think this video is definitely for you. Well, let's start off with actually something that a lot of people get really confused over, and that is Ripple and XRP. People almost use these two interchangeably, but there is a difference. Well, for starters, Ripple is the company which issues the XRP crypto token. So think of it as when people say that they are buying Ripple, what they actually mean is they are buying XRP. They're not buying Ripple because Ripple is currently not listed on a stock exchange that you can buy shares of at the moment. But you can definitely buy XRP crypto token on various crypto exchanges. So keep that in mind. And in this video, I'm going to be using these two words very distinctively. When I talk about Ripple, I'm going to be talking about the company. And when I say XRP, I'm actually going to be only talking about the crypto token. Once those two things are clear, that's good. Let's move on. If you're thinking of investing in XRP or in fact investing in any cryptocurrency, you should know the details behind it, or you should know about the company that is kind of running that. Well, in our case, in the case of Ripple, you should know what exactly the company is about. Well, there are a couple of things which I'm going to be mentioning in this video, and some of those things which you might not really realize. Well, first of all, starting with what Ripple wants XRP to do at this moment. A lot of other cryptocurrencies, they mentioned that they want to be used as a traditional fiat currencies, or they want to replace the fiat currencies such as dollar, euro and more. But in the case of XRP, they are not really doing that. They don't want to replace the dollar or any traditional fiat currencies. What they want to do is in fact be used for cross-border payments. For example, if a financial institution is thinking about sending money from one region to another, that is where XRP wants to be used, and not for your everyday buying a coffee or daily transaction at the moment, but it can be changed in the future. So that's what should be in your mind, that XRP is going to be used for cross-border payments. Ripple currently has three major components to it, and if you're thinking about investing in XRP, you should know the difference between these three things. Because if you hear the news and somebody says Ripple is partnering with a certain thing, you might think, okay, great, the usage of XRP is going to increase, but in reality, it might not be the case because you don't really know the difference. Well, let's start off with a RippleNet. RippleNet is basically the service which is provided by Ripple for cross-border payments. And in this service, Ripple does not use XRP. And in this service, there are more than 300 customers, different financial institutions which use the RippleNet. Secondly, we have the ODL, on-demand liquidity, which was previously called XRapid. This is the thing which you should really pay attention to, because this is the service which actually uses XRP. So if there are more and more customers using XRP, the chance of XRP's price increasing gets higher and higher because they use XRP in this case. For example, in a recent event, MoneyGram, which is a customer of ODL, mentioned that they are using ODL for transactions between United States and Mexico. Currently, there are around 24 customers using the on-demand liquidity. The third important component which you should know about is Xpring. Xpring is an investment platform used by Ripple to invest in different companies that are going to be using XRP. So when you hear in the news that there was another company which has been invested using the Xpring initiative, which basically means that Ripple has given them a lot of XRP to be used in their company. There are a lot of different companies which are using XRP through this Xpring investment platform. One of the biggest one right now is Coil. Ripple recently mentioned that they are investing somewhere close to more than 100 million XRP in Coil. So these are the companies which are going to increase the usage of XRP. So this is, again, it's very important that you know that there are companies out there which are being invested by Ripple using the XRP they have. The next important thing which you should know about is the decentralized and centralized debate. You must have heard about this if you have kind of dipped your feet into the world of crypto, because a lot of people say that Ripple is not really a decentralized crypto. Well, I'm going to clear it out. There are very important distinctions you should know here. Let's start off with the XRP ledger. The XRP ledger is a fully decentralized network, and the Interledger protocol is an open source. So that should be clear. The XRP ledger is fully decentralized, and the the Interledger protocol is open source. But Ripple crypto token XRP is not really decentralized, because Ripple owns somewhere around 50 to 60% of all XRP in existence, and this is one of the biggest complaints by a lot of different people. A lot of people you will see or meet in the crypto world, they say, look, Ripple controls such a large chunk of XRP, which it doesn't make it really decentralized, unlike other cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, or whatnot. This is true, but there are key distinctions you should know about. Well, that was a bit of background about Ripple and XRP, and now moving on to the future, talking about if XRP is going to be a good investment for the future. And when I use the word future here, what I mean is a time frame of anything more than a year. So basically it can mean like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, or whatever, but it is more than a year. So if you are thinking about investing in XRP for the future, here are a couple of very important things you should know about. One thing I should really mention here, just to be clear, and that this video is not really an XRP price prediction video for the future. I have done some of those in the past, which you can check it out by clicking it here, but this video is not going to be a price prediction video. It's just going to be talking about XRP as an investment for the future, so keep that in mind. Let's start it off with the shift of RippleNet into ODL. If you don't know what these two words mean, I suggest you go a couple of minutes back and watch that part. Anyway, at the end of the day, Ripple's end goal is for all of its customers, 100% of its customers, to shift from the RippleNet into the on-demand liquidity, because the biggest beneficiary of the price increase of XRP is Ripple itself. This is kind of the contrary to what you might have been hearing from a lot of people who are spreading FUD about Ripple on Twitter, YouTube, or wherever. They are saying that Ripple does not really want the price of XRP to increase, but this is not really the case. In fact, if the price of XRP increases, Ripple is the biggest beneficiary. So what Ripple wants to do is they want to shift pretty much every single customer that is on the Ripple network into their on-demand liquidity section. So the more customers that are using the on-demand liquidity, the higher the price of XRP is going to be. Currently, there are 300 customers on RippleNet and 24 on ODL. Let's assume that even half of these customers, they jump from RippleNet to start using ODL. I think this would mean a massive price increase just for XRP. Another important thing that you should know about when it comes to investment of XRP for the future is to look into the past. And what I mean by this is Ripple every quarter releases a report, which I think is an extremely important thing to have. A lot of companies in the crypto world don't really do this, but to make it more transparent, Ripple does this, and they release a quarterly report mentioning how many XRP it has sold and what kind of which customers are using XRP, what are using RippleNet, and a lot more. So I think looking into these quarterly reports gives us a very good glimpse of what might be coming for the future of XRP, not just XRP, but also for the Ripple company as well. So this is again a very important thing, which kind of, in my opinion, gives a very positive look towards Ripple as a company, because they do these quarterly reports. Another important thing which you should know is that in the past, based on his quarterly report, we kind of got a glimpse on how Ripple kind of sells over-the-counter sale of XRP to a lot of big financial institutions, and it has done this in the past, which was kind of created a very negative impression of Ripple as a company. There were like a lot of people in the crypto world were like, hey, Ripple is kind of selling XRP at a much lower rate than in a specific crypto exchange to a lot of big financial institutions. It did that in the past, but it has mentioned that it is going to completely stop doing that for the future. So let's see how that goes. If you are going to invest into shares of different companies that are in a stock exchange, for example, if you're thinking about investing in Apple, Google, Microsoft, whatever, you will look into the competition. So the same should be done for the world of cryptocurrency. For example, in our case, Ripple does have two major competitors, and if you're thinking about investing into Ripple, investing in XRP, we should look at Ripple's competitors. There are two biggest ones. Number one, in the world of cryptocurrency, in the world of crypto, Stellar Lumens is the biggest competitor to Ripple, to XRP. The reason why here is because the co-founder of Ripple is actually the founder of Stellar. So basically, he started the company, but soon after that, he left to start Stellar Lumens. And Stellar Lumens does very similar to what XRP is doing. They want to be used for cross-border payments. And in the real world, the biggest competitor and the biggest threat to Ripple, to XRP, is Swift. Swift is the biggest financial institutions when it comes to cross-border payments. And if you ask a lot of people in the crypto world, people who especially really like XRP, they will mention that XRP is going to completely overtake Swift. In my personal opinion, I don't think that will happen. But I should mention here that even if XRP does manage to take a larger market share of this cross-border payment, take some from Swift, I think it would have a major positive impact to the price of XRP. But saying that Ripple is going to completely overtake Swift, I don't really think that's going to happen. So the final words, what are the final words? Is XRP a good investment for the future? Before doing that, I just want to give a quick disclaimer, and that is you should take everything in this video as information only and not as a financial advice. Because in the world of cryptocurrency, where everything is kind of really volatile, where you can lose a lot of money, also at the same time you can make a lot of money, you should take pretty much everything that I say and a lot of what other people say on YouTube or Twitter or wherever as only information and not take it as a financial advice. So keep that in mind. So the final verdict. In my personal opinion, I think XRP as an investment for the future is kind of a good one. And the word good here, I use it because I think even if the price of XRP increases by something like 30 to 40%, in my opinion, that is a good increase. That is a good investment even for the future. So, but do I think that the price of XRP is going to increase like how it did back in 2017 with thousands and thousands of percent? I don't think so. But if I want to put my money in it for the future, saying that, hey, you know what, I think the price might increase in the future and it will give me a good return, I would say, yeah, it will give me a good return, but not like a crazy amount in which we saw back in 2017. Well, guys, that was the video for today. And I should remind you again that the giveaway is there. You should enter into the giveaway. You should enter into the 500 XRP giveaway. I'll be announcing the winner of this 500 XRP giveaway at the end of this month. So I don't see any reason why you should not enter into this giveaway. And as always, I will see you next time.